Have you ever seen a ghost? I have. Not the movie kind. My ghosts wore hoodies and sneakers, and they smiled like my best friends Liam and Chloe. They died 3 months ago, but that Monday, I saw them at the end of Northwood High's hallway. My heart pounded. I pushed through the crowd calling their names. As I got close, they flickered and vanished, leaving me staring at a blank wall. I tried to tell myself it was just grief, a trick of my mind, but it felt real, too real. I didn't tell anyone. Who would believe I was seeing our dead friends? Their lockers, still decorated, became shrines I avoided. Every corner of the school whispered memories only I could hear. I walked to class, their ghostly images burned into my mind. I wondered if I was losing it, or if something stranger was happening. Either way, I was alone with the secret, and I knew this was only the beginning. The days blurred together. I drifted through school, always searching for another sign. Then in the music room I heard Liam's guitar, his fumbled chord, Chloe's laugh. I opened the door. The room was empty, dust swirling in the sunlight. Now it wasn't just my eyes, my ears betrayed me too. Whispers followed me everywhere. Chloe's voice in the library, Liam's laugh at lunch. I spun around, always alone. Students noticed, they whispered about me. Sabrina's not coping, Sabrina's losing it. I started to believe them, but the sounds were so clear, so real. I couldn't escape the feeling that my friends were still here, just out of sight. The school felt haunted, and not just by memories. I was caught between worlds, desperate for answers. The more I searched, the more the echoes grew. I was no longer sure what was real, but I couldn't stop listening. The sightings grew bolder. At a pep rally I saw Liam and Chloe on the top bleacher watching me. I pointed them out, but when Maya looked, they were gone. Everyone thought I was imagining things, but I knew what I saw. The whispers became voices. Liam warning me in chemistry, saving me from a mistake. My grades slipped. I avoided our old haunts, but the strange gifts kept appearing. A river stone, a movie ticket stub. My locker became a collection of impossible memories. The school felt less like mine, more like theirs. I felt isolated, haunted by friends who shouldn't be there. The line between life and death blurred. I wondered if I was being warned or just losing my grip. But the evidence kept piling up. I couldn't ignore it anymore. Something was happening at Northwood High, and it was only getting stronger. I needed help. I wasn't sure where to turn. The truth hit me on the accident's 4-month anniversary. I opened my locker and found a photo. Us at the county fair, Chloe's arm around me, Liam photobombing. It was Chloe's, lost in the crash. It shouldn't exist. Maya saw it too. Fear flickered in her eyes. "Where did you get that?" she whispered. I had no answer. The hallway emptied, leaving us alone with the impossible. Maya confessed. She'd heard my name whispered in the library, but I was alone. Relief and fear tangled inside me. I wasn't the only one. If Maya noticed, it was real. Something was happening, and it was connected to Liam and Chloe. The haunting wasn't just mine anymore. We needed to find out why, and we needed to do it together. With Maya's help, I became an investigator. We searched the library for answers, digging through old yearbooks and town records. Hours passed with nothing but dead ends, until Maya found a leather-bound book. Inside was a hand-drawn map from a century ago. Where the school now stood, the map read, Northwood Parish Cemetery. A chill ran through me. Our school was built on a graveyard. The cold spots, the whispers, the flickering figures, it all made sense. We'd been walking on forgotten graves every day. The haunting wasn't just personal, it was historical. The truth was bigger than us, and it was buried right beneath our feet. We had to know more. The next day, we dug deeper into the archives. The cemetery had been relocated when the school was built, but many graves were left behind. Letters from the 1950s warned the town, but no one listened. The school's foundation was poured over unmarked graves. I saw the school differently now, lawns as graveyards, cracks as windows to the past. How many spirits were trapped here? Why were Liam and Chloe among them? Were they lost or trying to warn us? We couldn't tell anyone. No one would believe us. Maya and I decided to try to communicate with them. We needed to know what they wanted. For the first time, I didn't feel alone. We had a mission. Bring peace to our friends. Our search led us to the boiler room, the heart of the old cemetery. We snuck down after drama club, flashlights in hand. The air was cold, the shadows deep. In a crumbling brick wall I found a loose brick and pulled it free. Behind it was a hidden cavity, holding a tarnished silver box. Inside, yellowed letters, a pressed flower, a wooden bird, and a note, newer than the rest. In Liam's handwriting, "Help us." In Chloe's, "Cold." My heart broke. They were trapped, reaching out for help. The cold wasn't just the basement, it was the chill of being stuck between worlds. Maya squeezed my hand. We knew what we had to do. This was no longer about ghosts. It was about setting our friends free. We planned a memorial in the empty auditorium, above the hidden box. Candles, the photo, their favorite things, we brought them all. I spoke to Liam and Chloe, telling them it was okay to go. Maya shared her memories too. The air grew heavy, the candles flickered, then they appeared, clear, peaceful, more real than ever. Liam smiled. Chloe raised a hand in farewell. No words, just gratitude in their eyes. They faded gently, warmth filling the room. The chill was gone. We'd given them peace. I felt lighter, the burden of grief easing. It was the goodbye I never thought I'd get. Their haunting was over, and so was mine. After that night, everything changed. The cold spots vanished. The whispers stopped. The silence was peaceful, not empty. Liam and Chloe had moved on, and so could I. Maya and I kept the secret, returning the box to its hiding place. No one would believe us, but it didn't matter. The experience was ours, a final chapter in our friendship. Grief remained, but it no longer consumed me. I learned that some mysteries can't be explained. Love endures, even across the greatest divide. Saying goodbye isn't forgetting, it's carrying love forward. My friends are part of me, woven into my story. And now, when I walk Northwood's halls, I feel peace and gratitude for one last lesson from those I loved.